Hi everybody, this is C64 Brain, Stephen Morrow here. So I've decided to create this video because it's kind of been an ongoing thing with the post I had here, trying to figure out how to load this disk, load from disk into memory. Obviously, I've been seeing a lot of different things. I appreciate all the help you guys have actually provided already. I haven't had a chance to look at some of the other tools and stuff like that, and there's just a lot of things I still have to learn, I realize. So what I've actually done now, instead of working with CBM Prg Studio, I decided to try a different editor. I don't know if CBM Prg Studio is the issue. I'm still not convinced totally, but so what I've done is I've taken all my code and I've moved it over to Kick Assembler, which is what I have here right now. And eventually I'd like to move all my other stuff over there. But point aside here, I'm going to go ahead and run this and show you step by step. First, I'll go through all the code just to show you exactly what I have here. Let me enlarge this. I think you can enlarge this. Actually, I don't even know how to do that. I'm so new to Kick Assembler here, so I'm going to waste a lot of time with that. But anyways, I'll scroll through it and show it to you. Now, this code here you're seeing is different than the one I've been posting. This was actually provided again by ChatGPT, which unfortunately it keeps making a lot of mistakes. So I don't see how it's going to take over the world. And it also told me with Kick Assembler not to use bytes, so I basically converted back here to using text, and also even said to remove off the trailing zero. They said it creates a problem there, and it said I need to segment these memories separate from the other program. Apparently, it's going to clash when I try to load it or something, which I don't understand why that's happening. But anyways, if somebody knows something about that loading, maybe I need to set it into a different area, let me know. This one obviously right now is not the main game program. This is just the one that actually loads directly from disk. So right here, I'll demonstrate all this step by step to show you here. So what I'm doing right now, just for example, I'm going to load it into any area. I just picked memory 3000, which probably is close to this, so I may want to bump that up a little bit. I'll have to check my bytes and see if I'm not exceeding that, because I could very well be exceeding that. But even still, the load is not working. It should at least done something, and it keeps going and to the red border, which basically shows that it failed. This is all I keep getting, is that it failed. I've even changed and swapped the set name, as somebody advised. I realized, again, ChatGPT, thanks a lot. It reversed them for me, so I realized by looking at them, yeah, it should be the low and the high byte. So that's back to normal, low and high byte there. Everything looks good. And I'm going to demonstrate step by step exactly how this works. So I'm just going to pretend we're going from scratch. Press an F6 to load, and it loaded up the device menu. Now, I don't know if I have to do this, but I realize I probably have to mount it. So I go into our settings here in Vice. Let me move this over a little bit so you can still see that. And I'm going to go to the drive, right? And I'm going to attach it to drive 8. And then from here, I'm going to choose a drive. Now I have everything on my C drive, so I just chose C. I have everything on my C drive there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be loading this one. The Disk Doctor right here, this is the program which I'll open another window and kind of show you this, that this is exactly where the program is going to exist at. So I have C64 programming test here, right? So if I go here to attach and I go to drive 8 with my separate version of Vice here, and I switch over to my C drive, right? And then I go down here to the C64 programming and then the test subdirectory. Let's see here. Right here, you'll see Disk Doctor, and I don't know if you can really see this, but if you look carefully here, you'll see I do have all the files here. I have hotel char2.bin, hotel charge.bin, and all my map files here. I just added them to the Disk Doctor, and I have plenty of sectors on here. So what I'm trying to do, for those who don't understand this whole forum that has started, is I want to be able to set everything from the character set, the tiles, the map, the attributes, and everything, so that it will load everything directly in one disk segment. So if I have, like, I don't know, 10 maps, I'd like to be able to stick it on one disk and be able to load from there. On the Commodore 64, that was always a capability where you could load everything directly from the disk, and that's what I'd like to be able to accomplish here. So if I can at least get some of these files from loaded, even one file, although it would be nice just at this point just to see that it actually works, because I'm not convinced so far. But anyways, just wanted to show you that's all accurate here. So I'm basically going to mount it, and I'm assuming that this mounts it as soon as I hit enter. It doesn't tell me anything. This version I'm using here is Vice 3.9 version. See, it would be nice if it had a message that actually tells you that you're mounted. It just shows me here drive, so I don't really know if it's mounted, and I don't know if that's actually essential, but I would imagine it is. If I go here and I run the program, which is at 2064, let me get this out of the way here, and you'll see that that's where my program counter starts at, and I run, you'll see it's searching for, and it doesn't even show the file name, and it goes red immediately. So I can tell it's failing once again. And this is why I've created this demo, just to kind of show you step by step that I'm doing everything very specifically, exactly as, as I could really think of at this point. So if somebody has any suggestions out there of anything else that they think I could be doing, I'd appreciate that so much. Yeah, I just wanted to create this just to kind of see what people think of this and can offer me some feedback. Obviously, I'm not new to the Commodore 64 game. I've been in this industry for quite a long time, but this is something more advanced I'm doing now where I want to be able to load multiple maps and just be able to create any kind of map I want on the screen. If, for example, the player walks into a store, we'll switch to the store. If he walks out of the store, we'll switch to the outside, and vice versa. I want to be able to keep swapping these maps and these character sets back and forth. Because you only have so much room on the Commodore 64, as I've mentioned so many times, and people already know here in the community. You can't really use all the memory you want. You have to work within those constraints. So, anyways, I hope this is helpful to you guys. So, thank you very much, and I look forward to more questions and feedback soon. And as a result, once we get through this, I can actually load these maps out and get a game started. And I'm actually hoping to even finish this YouTube channel, this game project I started from the very beginning. I'll give you credits too if you guys actually help me get this working. So thanks so much, guys.